Hey everyone, this is Sam. I'm here with my good friend Brendan.
Hey guys.
We're playing one of my favorite games of all time,
Seriously.
Animal Crossing on the GameCube, which really, it's like 16 of my favorite games of all time because this Animal Crossing has NES games in it.
Yeah. Fully playable NES games.
It's got crappy games like Clue Clue Land and Tennis, and it has really good games too.
Yeah.
You can play 15 NES games in this. I don't know why they took it out of the other ones, but they're hard to find. You have to like dig them up in crazy spots in the ground, just occasionally, randomly. You can enter codes, which this game has for Tom Nook, which is really different from other Animal Crossings. Like these giant codes, you could just look them up online. Which there was internet back then in 2002, and this came out on GameCube.
Look at this, Sam. First message 2007. Last message 2014.
Nice. So you only played this game in 2007. You didn't play it back in the day.
No, I think I actually played it earlier. I don't know why. I think I recreated this town at one point.
Yeah.
But this is, I think, my original town,
Let's
as
see
far
your
as I can
house.
tell. Yeah, let's see. As you can see, my my art style back then was a bit interesting. My name is Death. I live in Hyrule.
That's very
At least
strange.
Hyrule stayed the same, but
This was a bad time in Brendan's life.
yeah, this is a very odd time in my life. But as you can see, my
We got
tastes
the lunar
have not
floor.
changed.
I love the asteroid because it spins.
Also, I have a KK Technopop playing. But I loved KK Slider. I think his was like a really cool addition to this game.
Yeah, he only shows up on Saturday night. Is that right?
Saturday night, like get to go in front of the train station. Go KK Rider.
So that's a big deal, actually. This game was in development. The time is what I'm referring to. This game was in development for the 64DD because it had an internal clock. Now, it was moved to Nintendo 64 in Japan, and then it came out here taking advantage of the GameCube's internal clock, which really made a difference because this was a real-time game that went on when you were not playing it. The animals went about their business. All impressions were that the town lived on once you left.
It was like an MMO before MMO, like a single-player MMO, where even when you logged off, things kept going. And I think part of that kind of made me.
Your house is super lame, Brendan. I just
Thank
want to
you.
point that out.
Thank you. I've worked harder since then on newer titles.
I'm sure you have.
Probably have mail from like.
So did you play this with somebody in your city?
I actually have one other person in the city. Right over here.
Yeah.
Cool Mom.
Cool Mom.
This is my mom.
That's
and
amazing.
I got her to play, if only for like maybe a week.
Well, because getting through Tom Nook's initial barrage of
I had to help her through that.
of loan payments is difficult.
I got her to play for a bit, and it was a really wonderful experience being able to.
That's great.
Both be able to enjoy something.
Yeah.
She didn't really enjoy the more time-consuming aspects, but she loved decorating and she loved talking to the villagers.
That's
I think
so great.
They had a really great personality in this game, and it kind of made you keep coming back.
I also played this with family in college. I played with a couple of roommates of mine which really liked it, but then I think one of them moved out and it ended up being my wife-to-be, which is great, my girlfriend at the time, and she moved in, and then her brother moved in because he stayed with us one summer, and then another roommate of mine, and so everybody was living in the same house.
That's
and
nice.
All playing.
I like that.
Constantly, and we weren't battling for the controller necessarily, but we all had different times because we were all in classes or like at different work schedules. So people would be leaving stuff for each other at different times of day, and it was really fun. I just have such fond memories of that. It's not even multiplayer. It was a collective game experience, though,
And it was oddly therapeutic in some ways. I mean, just right now, listen to the music.
I love it.
In the rain with your
This
umbrella.
is my favorite music out of any Animal Crossing game.
7 o'clock music. We're almost at
Let's do it.
But yeah, it was just so nice to be able to, like, even picking weeds. Like, I actually, before we turn on the capture thing, I did some weed picking to make my place look nice for everybody.
Fish.
Let's go fish. All right.
So,
but even doing that was really, it was a nice experience to do, and I would do it.
So fruit really pays off in this game. This is before they had any kind of shark fins or anything to show you what fish you're getting. So what this game is all about is red snapper. You gotta go to the ocean, dude.
I can't go to the ocean.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look nice over there.
You can.
No.
Just wade through the weeds. Anyway, this game is all about red snapper. And when you catch red snapper, they're worth like 3,000 bells. There's a little bit more than that. Great deal.
Got him.
No,
Still got it.
You got a small bass. But of course, the same size fish in the ocean is the dreaded sea bass, which they changed. And snapper and sea bass have never been the same size since.
Really?
But in this game, they could really, really throw you off. But anyway, yeah, you fill your pockets with Snapper. You can pay off your loans. It's great.
What was your town theme?
There was no theme to my town.
Really?
Yeah, it was well kept. I got the golden axe and all other stuff. In fact, the only accomplishment I ever made.
Okay, hang on, you can hear my theme right now. Hang on.
Are you gonna get
listen, my town melody.
Oh yeah, I like this.
You know what that's from?
No.
Metroid save screen. The save.
Those
music.
are the wrong notes.
But I got that off the internet. I'll have you know that was the legit answer. Da, da, da,
I don't think that last note is right.
Maybe. I don't know.
Where was I? Are you gonna get your? If you dig the holes properly around those rocks and then hit them for the.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying right now.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, there's a bug.
Oh, look at that! Get him! Get him!
There's my net. Now, did you ever use the net for agitating other villagers?
Oh my gosh, it's the best. I hated Tybalt in my village. He was a tiger. I could never get him to move, and I hit him all the time.
I bet that's a bitter pill for me to swallow.
I have animals in my Animal Crossing game from this that I really was happy that they were in my latest New Leaf
I know,
game.
like looking at my town's changed
Fang.
a bit, but Fang.
You have Fang.
Fang was one of my favorites.
I just said that.
I originally had
Let's go see him.
Caesar the ape, and I hated him, so I kicked him out of my town. And I smacked him in the face.
There's a really strange patchwork dog in this game.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like
also, Eunice was from my original game, still here today.
Mm-hmm.
Huck and Pate are still here. I don't know if Pippi
Let's go check out Fang. I want to say hi to Fang.
I hope Fang's here.
He's over to the left, right? Are you right on top of him? Anyway, what I was saying is that the only thing I never did in this game was I couldn't catch the large dragonfly.
Not in.
Or the giant dragonfly. And go to the coast. Let's see your weedy southern village.
Oh boy, the bad part of town is called.
Yeah, across the tracks.
I also liked how they was. Oh hey, Pate. They divided up into like little quadrants.
Yeah.
My wife actually hated it because she played the new Animal Crossing. I tried to get her to go back to the original one.
Yeah.
And she didn't like the screen jumping.
Weird.
But I kind of liked it because it helped me compartmentalize what areas need to work.
Yep.
As far as like
you can find bugs because you can reset the area over and over again.
Yeah, yeah.
Really nice.
And knowing that you go. Oh my god, look at this.
So I used to go out to the island regularly.
Mm-hmm.
You would hook up a Game Boy Advance and a link cable, and you could go out to an island, and that's where you get your coconuts. And it felt really special. And there's a cool like little 16-bit looking version of the island. You never did that?
Oh, it's Eunice. Okay, what you gonna say? Oh my god, you're supposed to be dead. Do I smell? Would you like hang out with me anymore? I mean, you haven't come to me in over 96 months.
Wow, they count the months. It's really funny. So did you ever use the e-reader to scan Animal Crossing cards?
No, I didn't.
That's pretty interesting, too.
Whoops, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eunice. I should have been here for you.
So you could look. Did you ever enter the codes that I was talking about with Nook?
Yes.
There's these giant strings of codes, and you can actually get bells that way.
Yeah.
It was only one of many ways to cheat. So to be straight with me, Brendan. Did you time travel in this game?
Yeah, it was a dark period of my life. Sometimes I just had to get that KK song, and I couldn't wait a whole week. So I would fast forward a week to get another KK song.
So Animal Crossing New Leaf is the only one I've ever played that I didn't time travel in.
Really?
And I 100%ed it, by the way. I have my museum filled. But it was really, really great to play it that way. But this game I couldn't play that way because I was playing with friends, and I'll tell you why. I had to play in the summer. I didn't like the other years, or the other times of the year. There's Fang, my boy.
Yeah,
I love how he says that. I also had a purple bear named Vladimir. I had Mitzi the cat. I can't believe I remember all this stuff.
Yeah, I had some really
Anchovy, a stupid finch.
Maddie the dog was my favorite. To Chomp. So what do you want, to Chomp? What's up, Fang?
I had Mitzi, then a purple cat, and there's the two
I also had
ladies.
a really annoying...
Ping pong.
I like playing. I had a really annoying cat named Olivia. I think she's still here, too. A ping pong? That's a shocker. He can like... Well, fine, Fang.
It's cute. The animals have great houses.
Great houses and great personalities.
Such funny things in this. You do a lot of errands in this. Well, probably because I played it first, and I actually liked them.
Yeah,
now I don't like doing the errands
either
anymore.
You can say, like, hey, what's up, or...
Ah! She just looks around. I love that.
When they get pissed off, you do it enough.
Go catch a red snapper to show the audience the glory of the red snapper.
Yeah, you're horrible. Whatever, Judy. Get out of my town.
I can't think of a reason why people should go back and play this game instead of playing New Leaf, which is really interesting because I love it so much.
I mean, yeah, every Animal Crossing I think built the system up better, but for me it's just a nostalgic memory that I like. I can still go back to and still have fun with. It's the other way, isn't he? Come here.
Almost.
Look at me. Look at me when I fish for you.
We have to get quiet. We don't want to scare it off. That might be a red snapper, Brendan. It might be.
Wait till he kind of like falls back a little bit.
See, back in Animal Crossing in this day, you missed it. You really had to work for your fish.
Yeah.
And if you run along the coast, they get scared off.
It's funny to see the reactions to Animal Crossing. There was a really fine line. Oh, wow, I was running around.
That wasn't a red snapper.
Either people loved this game or they didn't understand what the heck was about and wanted nothing to do with it.
Well, you got to remember, this came out contextually at the same time as The Sims, and it was, Sims, I believe 3 might have come out around this time because Sims 3 was on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was always explained in the sense that like it was a life simulator like The Sims, and it was, but it's also super funky and charming, and just like the style is just something that you either like or you don't, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. Ooh, hello. I think some people love doing these kind of mundane chores, but they actually have a little bit of feeling to it. You feel accomplished.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Bells. Now you can plant that and make a money tree.
That's true.
I really liked in this game that there was a leaf that represented all furniture, and I didn't understand what that meant at all. But now I implicitly just associate that stupid leaf with a bite mark out of it with furniture. I don't know what that's from. Do you know what that's from? It has something to do with tanukis, I bet. Did you know Tom Nook is a tanuki?
Yeah. I thought he was a raccoon, then I realized earlier that he was a tanuki. Let's go see Tom
But he doesn't have the giant endowment that tanukis have.
Well, he has the apron. It's probably hiding it all.
Oh, that's a good point. And then Tim and
Tommy? Timmy and Tommy?
Yeah, Timmy Tommy. They're not in this at all.
No.
Just Tom Nook. And he
they
is
also
a
have
slave driver.
The Able sisters, Mabel and Sable.
And if you talk to Sable a lot. Is it Sable or is it Mabel?
I think it's Sable. I like that. I liked how,
That's why it's closed, man.
I liked how when you first got there, one of them was really friendly, then one really didn't talk to you, was too busy. And if you kept going, if you made an effort to make a connection, you get that connection. It felt like really personable. Like, I'm making friends in this game, and like I can come in after I go home from school, and after I talk to my friends at school, I have friends in the game I can talk to, and they're always nice and happy to see me. I always help them out. I remember when it was 1 year for New Year's, my parents went to Lake Tahoe, and we got snowed in, and it was the most boring New Year's ever. But I brought my GameCube, so like I went over and watched the countdown out on TV, and I walked back to my room and I played and watched the countdown here. And I watched the fireworks, so you can see the reflection in the water pond here. And I was like, this is a much better New Year's Eve.
I love the fireworks.
Yeah.
And the meteor showers like that, too. It's just the reflection in the central pond. And all the animals are out, and the mayor is at the pond. I always like that about it. Now you're the mayor in New Animal Crossing.
Times have changed.
Back this point, it's Tortimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nebulous requirement for the golden axe was really difficult to get in this too. It's like 2 weeks of like a perfect town. You had to talk to a fountain.
That was
crazy. All right, so we're playing our 125 favorite Nintendo games from any system: NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, because it's Nintendo's 125th anniversary this year. We're just doing it for fun because we love Nintendo, and I've really enjoyed doing these. We've done a lot more. Please check out our 125 other videos, 124 other videos.
Watch them all.
And Brendan and I actually did a bunch of commentary videos, Let's Plays for Animal Crossing on Animal Crossing New Leaf on 3DS, which is just an awesome game, and I love it. And I gotta just really quick plug our amazing wiki guide for that game. It's just the best resource for information on Animal Crossing on the web. We love it, and we love the people that contribute to it as a great community. So thanks, Brendan, and let's check out some more games.
All right.